If you're charged with a crime in Lenawee County, I want to walk you through the steps of how to adopt an empathy defense, how to lead with a growth mindset. So first, we're going to look at the judges at this court. The Lenawee court, like most counties, has a circuit and a district court. The two judges on top are the circuit court judges. The judges on the bottom are the district court judges. Depending upon if you're charged with a felony or a misdemeanor, no matter what, you're going to start at the district court. With a felony, you may advance to the circuit court. But let's kind of walk through how to adopt a growth mindset. So in Lenawee County, all of my clients do what it says here, empathy defense. What this means is that when a client contacts me, it's very normal, it's very typical that they tell me their version of the case, the very best version. And what I say is, okay, tell me the version of the prosecutor and the police report. What are the police going to say about you? Because that's going to be their reality, their truth from day one. That's the four corners of this report. That's what they're going to base this entire case on. So understanding up front what they're going to say about your case is where we need to begin. Because when clients come to me, it's very natural to think, okay, I would agree that there should be laws against crimes in Michigan, but I'm charged with a crime now. I don't want these consequences to happen to me because that's inconvenient or unfair or going to ruin my life in some way. And I say, yes, I agree. But we can't think that way. We need to get ourselves out of the box and realize that if you broke the law applies the same to everyone. But what is the competitive advantage for you? How can we lead with empathy and tell your story? What I mean by that is not the story from the case necessarily, because that is fixed. That is something that's on paper, cannot be changed, cannot be amended. That's the fixed incident that occurred, a very isolated time, but very important for the case. We need to write chapters 2, 3, and 4 for you. Words alone, being sorry, wishing it didn't happen, don't get us anywhere. Leading with empathy means to better understand why you found yourself on the wrong side of the law. I've never met a client that contacted me and said, I'm a criminal, I broke the law, I meant to break the law. I have clients that reach out to me and say, I'm charged with this, I'm ticketed with this, I'm being investigated for this. And they're trying to understand how they ended up in this position. Because they don't understand, it's very natural to kind of fight the situation that they're in and try to find an excuse or something that wasn't done right, or we can put our swords down, okay? It's okay. If you're charged with a crime, there's a way to approach it in a way that makes a lot of sense. It's to be human, it's to be yourself, but it's to learn. It's to learn what was going on emotionally, mentally, physically, what in your world brought you to this moment where your better judgment, your good decision-making, your good-natured heart, for a moment in time, ended up on the wrong side of the law. If we lead with empathy, we can earn the compassion and the understanding of the prosecutor and the judge in Lenawee County. It's about adopting a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is worrying about the police report, trying to change a police report, saying, well, that didn't happen because you wish it didn't happen. Clients like to focus on the police report because they can't change it and they want to change it. They want to come up for oxygen because they feel like they're drowning or the walls are closing in on them. I tell clients that's not happening. Okay, the perception is that is happening, but in reality, you control your case if you're willing to adopt a growth mindset, to write chapters 2, 3, and 4 in Lenawee County. This is a really good county to adopt this growth mindset because the judges and prosecutors understand it. 99.9% of cases don't provide this competitive advantage. They don't provide this information. So when my clients come to court with a game plan, with a proactive program in place, it makes a lot of sense to these prosecutors and judges. They understand why my client's there. It makes it easy for them to distinguish my client's case from the big stack of cases with names and charges. My client is human. My client has faults. My client used poor judgment and made a bad choice, and that's okay because they're human. They're not perfect. My clients understand why they're there, and we get the prosecutor and judge to do that as well. If a prosecutor and judge understand that you're a good person, it has good intentions, it's going to do great things going forward, they're going to work with us on a great result. This may mean reduction in charges, dismissal of charges, not going to jail, limiting court supervision, being able to travel, being able to live a better life than you had when this case started. Clients come to these cases usually in the worst time of their entire life. You only get one life to live. Are you going to continue down that path, or are you going to focus on what's happening now? Get off that detour and get back on the road. That competitive advantage will get you back to where you want to be. I've had clients change their entire life. They come out of a case a better parent, a better spouse, a better employee, an entrepreneur. They just come out of the case and say, you know what, this happened for a reason. I need to embrace it. I need to learn from this. If I can go forward with a great result in my case and better insight, then I've accomplished my goal. So if you or someone in your life is looking for that competitive advantage in Lenawee County, I look forward to help.